Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Forex Technical Market Update for September 17th, 2015. Now, today is the big day when it comes to the Fed, and normally on this technical market update, we focus on, as the name implies, technical analysis. But today is Fed Day, and the Fed interest rate decision today is important because there is a bit of uncertainty out there as to what exactly the Fed is going to do. And when you have uncertainty, then whichever direction the Fed goes in, you could see the market pop and you could see a lot of volatility in the market. So that's why this fundamental announcement is very important as for the currencies. And I believe that this fundamental announcement will give the market some direction for the balance of the year and the rest of the year in terms of the trends. So it's very important to see how the market reacts to the announcement, and as I said, how the market reacts, how the prices react to the Fed announcement is very important, and we'll be keeping an eye out on that. The euro is slightly up on the morning. I was listening to some financial news analysis this morning. I don't listen to financial news a lot, to be quite honest, because I believe most of what I'm hearing is just nonsense. But I tuned in today to listen to the economists and see what their consensus was. And in reading over the past week or so, I would say about 60%, 65% of analysts I hear out there think the Fed will hold, and maybe about 35, 40% say that the Fed will raise rates. So that is, if that is just my very loose view of it and my observation, then that that goes into the fact that, and that shows us that there is some uncertainty as to what the Fed is going to do, and that's why the markets may react. Now, I suspect, and as I said yesterday, nothing is certain when it comes to the movements of prices. But I suspect if the Fed holds rates, we could see a rally in stock market, and we could also see a decline in dollar. If they hold rates firm, and but issue hawkish a very hawkish analysis after the announcement, you could see a rallying dollar on that news. So it just depends, and that's why we're not guessing. We're just going to see what the market does, and then we will react accordingly. And just remember, for day traders out there, the markets can be very volatile after announcement. So you just have to let the market settle down to kind of pick the direction as to where it's going. Okay, taking a look at the euro, we are up slightly on the morning. Euro is up slightly, and we have been range bound for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and I suspect the market is just waiting on the Fed. Taking a look at the Japanese yen, the yen is weak against the dollar this morning. The yen is perking to the upside at this 120.90 level, and the yen is just reflecting, this USD Japanese yen just reflecting what the stock market is doing, because the stock market was up yesterday, I guess in anticipation of a dovish Fed. Taking a look at the British pound is rallying also on the morning, doing fairly well. Resistance in the British pound is at 156 and also up at the 158 level. The Australian dollar this morning is down on the morning, and we see some technical trading here with Australian dollar. But ultimately, this Australian dollar would take cues from what the Fed does. Taking a look at the gold market, we see that gold is in a consolidation pattern, as you can see here on the on the chart, and again, gold will take its cue from what the Fed is doing. So essentially, we're in a wait and see mode. We'll have a another update tomorrow to see exactly how the markets reacted and what was the interesting things that came out of the Fed announcement. Okay, so remember, the Fed announcement will, I believe, will start to drive trends in this market. And trends, when you drive trends, that's how our method, our trend trading method, makes money in the market. So I anticipate this will be a very solid uh, last third of the month of the year for us. So if you want to get involved with the signals, now is the time to get involved before the fireworks start. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow.